Is this a trick or a treat?
Princess the Bear here. Today we're at home, but we have a sweet tooth. So I think it's time to make a little trip over to one of our favorite places, Disney Springs.
Erin McKenna's.
To see if we can satisfy that sweet tooth, because your number one choice of food infotainment when there are things to try. We're going to try them, so remember, she's vegan. I'm not. Let's not rot our teeth.
It's time to foodie and chill.
Vanilla sponge hamburger stuffed with vanilla buttercream.
Usually when we go to Erin McKenna's, we get something savory. This time our savory item is sweet. And it's so weird to see a cupcake that has been basically cut in half and turned upside down, inside out, round and round, and become a burger. So cute that it's got little paper. We're gonna unwrap it. I'm gonna try to just open it up for you here. You can see we have some frosting here. We have more frosting here. It's like truly a little baby burger. And you don't even have to do any work because it's already chopped in half for you. Cheers to a classic little White Castle, I guess. That tasted like straight cake. Just straight cake with frosting. The bun is just like an unfrosted cupcake, almost like a muffin. So it's like a muffin with a brownie inside and then like a bunch of frosting that all taste the same. So you don't have to worry about like all these different flavors competing with each other. I think it would be really cool if it tasted more like a burger and not just like aesthetically cool for Instagram type thing. But it is vegan and gluten-free, which is great, so everybody can have it. We don't proactively go to Erin McKenna's as much as we used to, especially for a dessert like this. But if you've never been to Erin McKenna's, or it's your first time, or if you have allergies, this is definitely the place that you want to go. I would give this burger a 3 out of 5 cupcakes. I feel like it's more on the gimmicky side than it is on the tasty side.
It's funny to me how Erin McKenna's sliders, this ham burger, basically like a slider-sized burger, quote unquote, with heavy on the quotes. You have the mustard, the ketchup, a little fake lettuce in here, the patty. And the patty is just a brownie. We talked to them in cake, and then the rest was literally just colored icing. But this is the size of what a slider should be, even though we've been getting like double-decker massive things at different festivals. I like that they are actually theming, but you get a lot of themed Disney cupcakes, but you don't get a lot of themed vegan cupcakes. It's usually like you get like a normal looking cupcake that's like that plain, the normal black and white cupcake base that's vegan and gluten free, but like you don't get designs. You don't get like a Soul or Moana or Hey Hey or Encanto or any of those. But this is a nice step. I said that maybe Erin McKenna should be doing more of Disney treats, but I wish they were a little bit more adventurous. I feel like only cupcake or hamburger like. You're not brave enough. Bold, but not brave enough. Let's see how it tastes. Maybe I'm wrong. What I like about Erin McKenna's, especially with their being vegan and gluten-free and like the top major allergies that they just don't have there, which is great, is they don't suffer from the density issues that you see like the Disney-made gluten-free things. It's still obviously a different texture, but they seem to have mastered the delight of like making it as light and airy as can be, and you definitely get that here. Is it a hamburger? Of course not. It's a cake. It's literally just, is it a cake or is it not a cake? But like actual, let me eat this, sort of just cutting it like you would see in like a Instagram video. It's cute. It's good for photos. It's good for pose. Orangeburg walls next door. Pose in front of Erin McKenna's, tag them and tag us. It's cute. It tastes all right. I would be hard pressed to finish more than one of these on my own. But it's a cupcake. A pretty cupcake, but it's still just a cupcake. I would give it 3.75 out of 5 claws, and most of those extra points are for the ingenuity of the looks. It is really just a base cupcake, but I like it.
Vanilla sponge hot dog cake with buttercream.
I'm sitting here looking at this hot dog cake, which is basically the same thing as the hamburger one that we just had, and I'm having a hard time picking which one I want, because one has a little bit more ketchup than the other one does, and the one that has probably the appropriate amount of ketchup is bigger. And then the one that has too much ketchup is smaller. So I'm like, well, what do I do? Because I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna pick the one with the more ketchup because it's smaller. And we commit to our mistakes. Now this is just another little cake. It almost looks like a Twinkie, but it's not. It's just a cake stuffed with frosting with more frosting on top. Let's see how close it tastes to the hamburger. As you can see, it's just a plain cake with frosting inside. It is in fact the same plain cake that they use for the hamburger, so it's just unfrosted cake with frosting inside. So I guess you could call it like a inside out cupcake with some fillings on top. I don't know. I think it's a little bit easier to eat than the hamburger, but I also wouldn't proactively come here for this. I think this is more for the gimmick than it is for the food. I'll give it a 3.75 out of 5 hot dogs. In this case, a hot dog is not a sandwich, it's a cake.
To start this off, because I am part gremlin, even though I'm a bear, I'm part gremlin in nature, I'm going to just go out on the limb and say this is a sandwich. If it fits between two pieces of something that's bread-like, to me it's a sandwich. Tacos, quesadillas, they're all sandwiches. Different forms of a sandwich, subcategories of a sandwich. So to me, this is just a cupcake sandwich that's made to look like a hot dog. Now, to add to that, I absolutely despise hot dogs. And because I am walking oxymoron, I love chili dogs. But the stylings of Kendrick Lamar have got me feeling like I don't hate enough things in my life, and I hate this. Of all the things you could have picked, why a hot dog? Like, obviously I know it's not gonna taste like a hot dog, but it looks like a hot dog, and part of me internally is a little disgusted. In a fun way, like clowns. Like clowns. Oddly enough, come for me if you want to, I actually prefer this over the hamburger. This tastes more like an actual cupcake because it's literally just a cupcake in a tube and then split with the icing on top. So it's a different shape of a cupcake, really. Instead of like the brownie patty in the middle of what would be a cupcake with the icing is a bit off. This is a bit more normal to me. It's still a hot dog, and it still gives me the uneasy vibes like nails on a chalkboard sort of feeling in the back of my spine because it looks like a hot dog, but it's fun. And it's one thing that I like, it's fun food. I'm giving this 4 out of 5 claws. Why not? Why not?
The banana chocolate tea cake.
Bear and I have had a lot of things from Erin McKenna's. I'm pretty sure this is like our 4th or 5th video. Probably our 3rd like individual video, but we've put it in a lot of our videos. Of all the videos we've done, I don't think we've ever gotten a loaf ever. This is a banana tea cake. I'm kind of interested to see what this is like in comparison to like a banana nut bread. As a Middle Eastern person, I do consume a lot of tea, but I don't really do it with cake. I usually do it with like cookies or nuts or fruits. So let's see. I'm just gonna put this on the ground here. Or not the ground, but you guys know what I mean.
Ground cake.
Ground cake. And I full on just cut it like it was a slice of like pie or something. So here's my little slice of pie that is a tea cake. I actually really like this. I like the subtle banana flavoring to it. I think banana just kind of brings some things together sometimes you wouldn't usually expect. There's also quite a, I should say, a copious amount of cinnamon in this. And that's where I think this cake takes a turn for the worst, because I think there's just a little bit too much cinnamon. Like they just kind of went a little heavy on the cinnamon. So it's not in balance. I think if it was a little bit lighter on the cinnamon, it would be perfect. I think the cake is actually moist. So if you're gonna have it with tea, it's good accompaniment, but it's not like one of those accompaniments where you have to have tea with it in order to consume it, like you do with some of the dry like pastries and crackers, or cookies, I should say. This is a big slice. So I think if I got this, I would probably only eat half and then save the other half for later, but as it is, I think it is worth getting. I definitely like it better than the hot dog and the hamburger. So I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 cakes. It's a good cake, but it's a little on the cinnamon side for me.
Banana tea cake. I will say, apart from Erin McKenna's, side note, tangent, because bears go on tangents in the woods sometimes. I do often on this channel. I don't think anybody ever notices. Maybe you do. One of the dangers of the privilege of living so close to Disney, and I would call this a privilege, not everybody can do this. Sometimes I don't think that we can do this. It's expensive here, the traffic kind of sucks, the town's not very well lit out. The people, some of the tourists can be kind of ornery, some people can be rude. There's a lot of nice people. Everybody that watches this channel is a nice person. But there's some people out there. So it's a privilege living this close to Disney. And one of the dangers of that privilege is that sometimes you can be bringing a lot of stuff home that you wouldn't normally bring home. If we were on vacation, I wouldn't be buying 5 things from Erin McKenna's and then bringing them home to eat and snack at our leisure. But we often have a fridge full of Disney leftovers. We try to eat as much as we can, but like it's bad. Like, why did I buy all this stuff? Sometimes it's for you guys, sometimes just for us because our eyes are bigger than our mouth, but things happen. But back to this cake at hand, this banana tea cake. I am neither a cake person, nor am I a tea person, so tea cake, even banana flavored, gives me pause. Okay. It's like a sweeter banana muffin, without like a banana nut muffin, like those ones you used to get in the bag, and you'd microwave. There's like 4 of them that they used to call breakfast, even though it's probably dessert for breakfast as a child. That's what this reminds me of. Not a bad flavor. I definitely like that it's not as sweet as any of the cupcakes or anything else. If I was a tea drinker, on a regular anyway, I could see enjoying this, half of this, with a cup of tea. Maybe we need to learn tea pairings. That's a thing, right? No? Either way, I'd give it 4.25 out of 5 claws. Maybe share a tea cake with your friend.
Chocolate chip cupcake.
We've done a few of these Erin McKenna cupcakes, and I'm not usually a big fan. Bear wanted to be sweet though and get me something chocolatey because I've been craving a lot of chocolate lately. So he got me this chocolate cupcake, and I'm going to eat it princess style, which is to take the bottom and put it on the top. And now we just have a different version of the hamburger. Like a slim down hamburger. That is super chocolatey, super rich. I actually really like it, especially because the frosting makes me feel like I just drank a sip of hot chocolate. Like it just gives me hot chocolate vibes on such an amazing cake level. This is like something that would rival Amarette's, I think. It's really good. I would give this one a 4.75 out of 5 cupcakes. It's shockingly tasty.
If it's one thing that I believe that Erin McKenna's can improve upon, it's the descriptions of your food. This is a chocolate cupcake, and that is an accurate description, but I feel like it lacks in descriptiveness. A little bit more embellishment, prose maybe. I mean, it is what it is. At least your advertisements actually make sense. There's some places like, cheesecake that's not real cheese, or you know what I mean. Either way, princess style cupcake. It reminds me of the Erin McKenna mini cupcakes you can get at the Mara, which makes sense because they do sell those in little tiny 4-packs there. This is their base cupcake. They do their base cupcake well. It's odd that in a lot of cases I would recommend their base cupcakes over the different flavors, like the Cookie Monster or the ones that have like flavors of Florida. Was a bit too citrusy and orangey for me, but like their base cupcakes are fine. If you're a vegan, gluten-free, and you're looking for dessert, Erin McKenna's is probably the place you should go. At Disney Springs, anyway. I would give this 4 out of 5 claws.
The little bitty brownie bites.
I'm really glad that Bear got these. These are usually my go-to when they don't have a veggie bomb available or pizza bomb available at Erin McKenna's. They have brownie bites, and then they also do blondie bites. I really like the blondie bites, but the brownie bites are nice too, especially if you take them home and you add like you warm them up and you add some ice cream to it, like some soya or something, or if you're not vegan, regular ice cream works, whatever. Chocolate or vanilla. I prefer chocolate ice cream. Cheers. Now that is what the hamburger bun should taste like a thicker version of this. Maybe if they made it like a double, that would be better. This sets the bar for everything. This is a 5 out of 5. This is a Princessies item. Get you some bites, just pop and go. It's like having a cake pop. Go get you a coffee, go get you some of these, and then walk around Disney Springs and do some shopping. It's great.
Brownie bites, little bites. This feels like more than a bite, but if you call it a brownie bite, I guess that's what it is. It's a little mini brownie, like round-ish. More like a cylinder, the tapered ones. I don't know, I'm getting at here. It doesn't taste like a box brownie. And it doesn't taste like the kid cuisine microwave brownie that always got microwaved for too long because you didn't follow directions in the box because you were supposed to take the brownie out before you heated up the rest of the meal, but you didn't. Now the brownie is an overcooked mush. It's better than that. I would give it 3.25 out of 5 plus. Erin McKenna's, you did it again.
What did they do again exactly? Because it seems to be like they just do the same old foods, usually just the same old, just dressed differently.
Yeah, they did that again.
Okay.
They are consistent, and consistency is hard to find at a place as large as Walt Disney World, even amongst their smaller vendors. Consistency is not great. Erin McKenna's is a consistent, above average product that I can recommend to people who are vegan, gluten-free, or have some other allergies that you need to be concerned about. You will more often find something you will like there than you will at, say, like one of the value resorts you're staying at. Hop over on the bus, get something, go back to your room, quick trip. I
agree with that 100%.
But I need to know what has been your experience with Erin McKenna's here at Disney Springs, or if you've been to one of our other locations, if you saw the one in New York, let us know in the comments below. Maybe on our next trip to New York, whenever that's going to be, we may go there. If there's anything else you'd like to see us do, the comments will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, I don't know, maybe Bear will just skip Halloween and go straight to Christmas.
The chances of you doing that are absolute zero. Don't listen to her. She has no power here. But you heard the girl.